Welcome to the first ale portion of Dungeons & Ale. Many people are probably wondering why we called it Dungeons & Ale, because not only is one of our passions Dungeons & Dragons, but it's also drinking and learning how to make good drinks, because we don't want to spend $20 at the local restaurant for something that probably costs you $5 to make.
That is true.
So for us with Dungeons & Dragons, we always drink beforehand, be it a beer or a whiskey or whatever, and today we're going to teach you a variation on an old fashioned. And I'm going to show you how to do it, and then Andy is going to see if he can recreate what I've done. Now, the ingredients you're going to need for an old fashioned to enjoy today's episode of Miscreation, and if you're not over 21, please just get a bottle of water and call it an old fashioned bottle of water. Now,
it's actually pretty clever. I'm surprised.
Once in a while I think of things.
It's more of never.
So today you're going to be needing a smooth bourbon. This is one of the, I actually don't even know this brand.
But the bottle is really pretty.
Not even joking. We're at the liquor store, and Houston wanted me to buy this bottle so that I can finish it, and he can use it for...
Put it for potions and shit.
So, a nice smooth bourbon. This one is Willet bourbon. You're going to need some simple syrup, which is just sugar and water, basically. You're going to need cherry liqueur, which is just cherry-flavored mild liquor. And if you want to garnish it, get some cherries. These cherries are stupid expensive, but they are worth the amount of money.
$450.
Andy doesn't know how much money is worth.
No, I know. $2.
And then there's also an orange, but I didn't bring the appropriate stuff for that, so that's just going to mostly be decoration.
It's mostly for, it's literally garnishing the video now.
So this is what is known as a jigger, and it gives you the exact amount that you need for pours, basically an ounce. So you're going to take your bourbon, you're going to take your glass, Andy.
Got it. Okay.
You're going to pour,
totally
pour
following.
over this, because I normally do this at a bar, like a bar top. So you're going to do 2 parts your bourbon.
It's probably the calmest pour you've ever done.
I'm trying to not pour it on our D&D mat.
Yeah, that was good.
Because normally at my bar, I can just make a mess and wipe it up.
Right.
You're going to want 1 part of your cherry liqueur. The idea here is that this is kind of supplying the blood of our campaign.
And the innocents. And my enemies.
So Andy,
there's a lot of things with blood.
Then you're going to want a small dash of the simple syrup, depending how sweet you want to make it. Keep in mind, that's a big dash.
That was a big dash.
That was
like
syrup.
a full cup. It's just drinking pure simple syrup.
And then you're going to cut your orange. Now, this will probably be the first time you see me cut myself on a stream. As
move over.
Don't you trust me?
Not even a tiny bit. Good Lord.
And what I like to do if you're in a bit of a rush and you don't want to slice your hand
like a monkey
open,
with a coconut.
is I just cut a little section of the orange out. See?
Right.
Just a little section here.
Sure.
Okay?
I got it.
It just makes it a little bit simpler. You just drop the orange in there. Now, what you would do here is you use what's known as a muddler. We don't have a muddler handy because thought the segment would be cool, and I have not bought everything to make the segment proper. So
way to half-ass
you just kind of squash the orange into the side of the glass, Andy. You get the same effect.
You're kind of stabbing the orange right now. You want to go ahead and murder your orange in the cup.
And one thing I did forget to mention, you're going to want bitters.
I'm already pretty bitter.
You're going to take the orange bitter, right? You're going to just do orange bitters. You're going to do 3 drops of the bitter, okay? I want to make a poison joke, but I don't know if we should on our new channel. You blend it all together. You would normally have a stirring spoon. It's the fancy ones.
The knife works just as good.
You then take
Barbarian make drink.
You then take your orange. You're going to slice off a small portion of the peel, okay? So you want to try and get as close to the orange as you can without cutting Andy. You take your small portion, you drop it in the drink. Just kind of, there you go.
Stab it a couple times.
Andy, how is this? Did I do it right? You're going to taste it, and then I'll take the drink.
And then I'll have to try to recreate it?
Yeah,
okay.
You're going to try to recreate this drink.
Fruity.
It's going to have a very fruity flavor with the cherry liqueur.
Right, yeah.
And this.
I don't taste the cherry at all, actually. It's mostly orange.
Yeah, I get the orange flavor really popping in there. Well, we got, basically, this is a Miscreation Old Fashion. cherry.
It's miscreated old fashioned.
Miscreated.
I like it.
Old fashioned.
Got it.
Because the miscreations, they merged together to create something new.
Right,
So we have
much
cherries,
like
oranges,
the cherry and
bourbon.
orange.
Exactly. And if you really wanted to go for the full garnish, you would open up your very expensive cherries and
Just
drop them
dump
in.
the whole thing in.
But Andy,
All right, now I have to
you got to
recreate
recreate
this. All right.
the miscreation old fashioned.
Bourbon and cherry. I got it. 100%. There we go. Mine's going to come out so much better. Just going to put that down.
Oh, you got the perfect pour. You know exactly what you need to do level wise.
There we are. Done.
So you can either do a miscreation old fashioned
Mine's easier.
or bourbon and ice. Let us know your ideas for any drinks. If you're old enough to be mixing drinks, let us know your recipes down below. We'll be trying them in future episodes. This is what we wanted to do with Dungeons and Ale, give you the campaign, but also tell you what we're drinking. And there will be ale, there will be beer, lagers, and other things. We'll explain them a little bit better. But today we wanted to kick it off with one of Andy and I's favorite drinks, an old fashioned or bourbon on
Alcohol.
rocks. All right, let's cut to the third episode of Miscreation. Welcome back to Dungeons and Ale's campaign known as a Miscreation. This is the passion project from the idiots that bring you Comicstorian, Mangastorian, Comicstorian Gaming, Absolute Brand Podcasting, and the Comicstorian Podcast Network. We just have fun playing a lot of Dungeons and Dragons, and we have created our own anime-inspired kaiju robot adventure called Miscreation. And today should be the third session of that campaign.
Should be.
Should be. I'm pretty sure it is.
Just in case I miscounted.
I think so.
This is episode 94.
Actually, Ben, we've been doing this for a year now.
Somebody's got to work on that.
And
with
it's
him.
still episode 3.
The episodes are like really long.
Yeah.
All right, so I don't think I have to go over anything, do I? I'm going to do the recap here like usual as to how we got to where we
I'll
are.
be honest,
So-
I have not been paying attention the last 2 sessions.
oh, so you're Dan now.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
Exactly.
Are you still leveling up your character?
Nope, I did that
Hey,
already.
it's a very long and strenuous process.
Speaking of which, they were intended to level up after last week's fight, so they have done that between sessions. Them and their mechs are now level 4.
I'm 20. Don't tell Ben.
I will notice.
your health is really low.
I rolled all ones. I rolled all ones.
All right, let's get into today's session, guys. Sent on your first mission, you watched as your rival Kevin fell with the large miscreation into a pink glowing energy wall.
Andy laughed. It made me laugh.
Keep going. I'm listening.
The barrier was at the bottom of the ocean, and you decided to see what was down there, diving deeper and deeper into the ocean until you reached the wall itself, and quickly the three of you pushed against it, leaving behind the Leaf Elite soldiers and ignoring your orders.
Well, don't forget, Ricky had a couple in his hand.
I'm getting there.
Okay, just making sure you didn't forget that.
I thought they
recap.
wanted to come with us.
They did.
I just want to make sure it was in the recap.
Entering into the unknown, as you pushed against it, you felt a tingling feeling over your entire body. It overcomes you until you pass through the wall. Ricky attempts to grab some of the Leaf Elite soldiers,
I was in there.
but feels heavy resistance as he tries to bring them to the wall. And once he sees blood forming in his hands, he lets them go.
Well, I'm gonna let them go. Probably 1 or 2 of them survived.
Sure, Ricky.
You aren't quite sure. You aren't quite sure why, but you are able to pass, and others are not. As you fall onto the other side, you find yourself in a cave-like structure, which has a natural light coming off the wall that you came in through. It feels as though you are incredibly deep in the ocean, with the sunlight being picked up by that pink force field-like thing and being amplified behind you. The walls that they are beaming onto, which are the left and the right and the one straight ahead of you, have various symbols in writing on them from your left to right, and directly in front of you is another pinkish-looking barrier energy force field. It's emitting the same kind of energy that is making you feel odd, like yearning you to walk into the wall. But you remember that you have bare bone chimeras with you right now.
Ew.
You didn't get any weapons. You didn't go back for guns. You didn't get any swords.
I got my giant battle axe and my javelin thrower.
And I've got a sword and lefty and righty. I did that wrong.
And
everybody.
a can-do attitude.
Right, I'm just reminding
I
you.
would just like you to know, this is lefty and this is righty.
He's reversed.
Oh, okay. You made me.
Make the L's with your
Yeah,
fingers.
no.
Yeah,
This is my left hand. That's right.
I got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. that tracks. That
It's
tracks.
to throw off the enemy. So when
Right,
it goes,
yeah.
righty now, they're like, oh, let me block the right side.
And then they lean into the punch.
Right, it makes
Exactly.
sense. It makes sense.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you see various looking equipment over on the left that looks old and rusty. They look as though salt water has been left on them as they cause massive rust, and then they were forgotten here. There's a few searchlights, some mining equipment, and a few what appears to be broken laptops and tablets. Everyone give me a perception roll.
Not that one.
The Todd sees with a 14.
Ricky sees with an 8. Or I'm sorry, 10.
1.
Your chimera shuts down.
Shits itself.
Turn it off and on again.
Yeah, there's your problem. You didn't restart.
Ricky Mori, you begin to get warnings that the lead chimera has shut down.
I'm just pressing all the buttons.
And that's
right now.
all you get. But Todd with 2 Ds.
Come on.
Do you guys see this crazy stuff that I'm about to say?
Huh? I can't hear
The
anything.
equipment around you looks as though it's been here for decades. And after inspecting it a little closer with the zoom in feature of your chimera,
It's just you in there with a thing.
I'm actually just doing this with my hand.
you see the 1960s logo
That's
of the Leaf
1960s
organization.
logo of the Leaf organization. Did you guys
Did
hear
you
me?
know Todd paid attention in history class? Because I didn't.
1960s.
How are you talking to us? Your whole thing shut down.
Oh, right.
Did you hear that? I hear some muffled sounds coming from our
What is
leader's
that?
neck.
It's weird.
Looking at the walls, you also see various markings, Todd, since they didn't roll well enough to be another person.
I'm
Well, look.
terrified.
There's also markings on the wall.
It looks to be stick figures of humanoids battling against large creatures.
It looks like we went really far back in our artistic talents. We went back to caveman in the 1960s when those
You also,
damn chimeras showed. Or
you also
miscreations.
see what appears to be taming of them and then living in harmony. It's the only thing you could assume, as they all have their arms up like praise the sun from Dark Souls.
They're like
and
hugging
they've got
and stuff.
smiley faces
I
on
think
them.
they're having relations with the mechs that they tamed.
Interesting. They tamed the mechs.
I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
Like a giant robot with a leash.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty
I'm
much.
with you.
They're into weird stuff.
Your chimera starts back up.
What did I miss?
Stop flipping buttons, you!
I got bored.
Were you even reading the manual?
What manual?
And I pull out my giant manual. All right. If you'll flip to page 457, you can see about
Can you
rebooting.
just summarize it for me real quick, Ricky?
And I go on like a long-winded while they're
I'll
doing stuff. I go on
I
like
just
I
muted his
flat
mic.
out read out. the whole
I
thing.
go, TLDR, thou must turn off and turn on again. I don't know why it's in thou terms, but hey.
It's the
Thou.
King James version of
King
the,
James instruction manual.
instruction manual.
Well, apparently there's a 1960s Rusty Impala
How
over
do you
there.
know
I forgot
that?
what it actually was, but it was 1960. And there's
The logo of Leaf.
for an Impala, but it's the Impala's got a logo of Leaf on the
So then
side.
if you
How do you
flip
know it's
the
from
ignition
1960?
switch on and off again,
Well,
what you
let me
then
just
do
show
is
you
you want
this
to revert
diagram.
the power couplings and
Mute. All right, I can't hear you over, Ricky. What was that?
Sorry. There's also paintings of stick figures on the walls of people that seem to have tamed miscreations and living in harmony.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. God, I suck at leading.
Your
that's
com's
just
still on there,
that's just,
leader.
What?
that's just
I
a
didn't say
Huey
anything.
thing. That's not even a Stan Dixon thing. It's just a Huey statement.
All right, what do you do, Stan?
All right, guys. Well, this wall looks like the one we just came through. Should we just keep on going forward?
You lead the way, leader.
Hey, Todd with 2Ds, I'm going to need you to take point on this one. Go ahead and go through the wall for me.
All right.
It's red like you.
Since you called me by my full name, Todd with 2 Ds, I'll go ahead and I'll just point my finger and go, eh. And I
As you put
my
your finger of your
through.
chimera into it, the wall itself seems to form around your finger. And it pulls out with you.
I come up behind him and I push him.
Okay, leader,
It
why?
wasn't me.
as he gets absorbed in. You see the wall beginning to swallow him up. And as he's pulled away from you, you realize that maybe all the Leaf equipment was there for a reason. Not just...
And I go, tell my parents they had too high standards for me.
Let's look at this Leaf equipment more closely.
Should I just stay here? It feels weird.
Hey, Todd, can you hear me?
Todd cannot hear you over his
I can't
comm.
hear you if you're talking.
Hey, Ricky,
Which
you're
I
the
wouldn't know.
smart one, right? How'd you do in history class? What about science? Oh, unmute.
So then you want to adjust the power regulators so that the ignition sequence is at 80%. Don't go above
mute.
80.
All right, go back over. Let's start looking at this stuff here.
It's a long chapter in the manual.
And you're stopping your sentence. I feel like they're muting me right now. I don't want them to miss anything.
What do I gotta?
Todd's been absorbed into the wall at the moment.
He'll be fine. I'm gonna look at this equipment, see what I can find.
Am I like frozen or am I like free floating?
You feel like you're free floating and tingly all over your body.
Oh, this is nice.
If I reach my hand in, do I feel anything?
Into what? The wall?
Yeah.
No, the wall is now attached to your hand.
Oh,
It pulls back with you, still attached to your arm.
shit. All right, let's see if I can reach the computers from here.
At a deeper investigation, Ricky, since you're the only one who hasn't just immediately walked forward.
I'm not even like looking up. I'm still reading from my book.
You see two bodies on the ground over by the equipment with two uniforms from Leaf agents back in the 1960s. They look decades old. Well, 1960s would be decades old. An older design that hasn't been used in a long time, like from the 1960s.
like 4 or 5 decades, if you want to get technical.
As you approach
What
them,
year is
you
it?
realize
I don't know.
inside of the uniforms are full skeletons. One of them has a tablet and another a locked briefcase.
Did you have tablets in 1960?
Can you unhook me or unmute me real quick? And so then you should be activated again.
Hey, Ricky,
what's going on?
Ricky, I
What
made a
is
mistake.
everybody doing?
So
Hold on, allow me to investigate this stuff. And then Ben just told me all that.
little stuck here, Ricky. I could use
What?
some help.
I was reading the manual. What
I
are you
was
guys
listening
doing?
and investigating at the same time.
What was the last thing I said?
And then you turn it back on.
Lucky guess. So the
I just want to say,
skeleton.
the only time I've ever done anything, these are the only players I've known that will see the pulsating wall and equipment and go,
Touch it?
let's just go right to the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, it matched my color.
Okay, we are 15. We see pink pulsating. We go to pink pulsating.
I mean, that's accurate.
As you look at the tablet, you feel like you might be able to get it to work, Ricky.
Can you hurry up,
I mean,
Ricky?
is it a mech-sized tablet? How am I looking at it?
You've climbed out of your
Oh,
camera.
all right.
We just don't have the pawns for that, as we have forgotten them, because they need to be painted.
I unhooked the locking mechanisms, which you would know if you read your manual on our cockpits, and I immediately hold my breath.
But everything feels fine, like natural air is down here somehow.
Okay, we're good. We're good. And then I climb out, and then I look at the tablet.
Give me an intelligence roll to see if
That's
you
all
can
right.
figure out how to activate it.
You don't know how to use tablets.
Apparently not. Hold on, I'm still.
Well,
on
it's
my
slightly broken. It's got a cracked screen.
Yeah, it's slightly broken.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't cut your finger.
Are you like yelling at him how to do this?
15.
15. Okay. It beams onward, and a big message is on there, and it's documentation. The first one, the message on the tablet. I linked it to you this morning. Top of the list.
You should have read them all already.
Knowing you did.
The documentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Documentation.
The documentary.
A message appears on there for you.
It does. Allow me to tap a couple of buttons on this 1960s tablet.
Got to load.
It says Apple on it too.
Definitely wasn't around, but okay.
In this future with giant robots.
Hold on, it's kind of tiny.
But that would be in the
That's what she
past.
said.
In this future's past?
Right.
Okay.
All right.
Just making sure.
I read it to myself out loud.
Todd can't hear you at all.
That's true.
Oh, and
I mute Stan Dixon. Even though I'm not in the mech.
Joke's on you. You can't mute me.
I
I'm
don't
weird.
know what Leaf was thinking. After the discovery of this energy barrier that sent us through, I don't know what they were thinking. You already said that. We already knew 90% of the people whom tried to enter got sick just stepping through, and they only got sicker. Maybe they didn't know we can't walk back out. I don't know. Good job leading us in here, asshole. The colonel just walked through that giant energy barrier, and he hasn't been back since. Good job. You're going now, too. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like this is where I'll die. But they're numbers.
What are the numbers?
Stan, I have read someone's personal diary, which I feel a little inappropriate about.
It's fine. They're
But,
dead. They died
it doesn't
decades
sound like
ago.
we can go through these barriers, and there seems to be some sort of code written in here, which is weird why you would write a code in your own diary, but I don't know.
Investigating the second body, Ricky, you find that the briefcase has letters on a spin combination dial.
They have tablets, but they have spin combination dials?
Apparently.
That doesn't make any sense.
You should probably use that code on the spin combination dials.
You said there are letters on the spin
There's
code,
letters.
but there are numbers in the code.
Yeah, it's a cipher.
Okay, I will tell you them,
Okay.
and then you figure it out.
Got it.
Got it. All
Are
right.
you like pulling the wall with you? So you try to-
Well, I mean,
Write
my
this down.
hand's just up,
Write
right?
this down.
Yeah,
So
Some-
how am I
pulling.
feeling during all this? Am
So
I
I'm
in
like-
Real tingly. And then as you emerge out of the
whole
other
body fell asleep.
side, it's pitch black. And then all around you, you see eyeballs opening. And you hear like a squishy.
Yeah, you're about to be...
God, I messed up Todd with
Guys.
2Ds real bad.
If you can hear me, don't go through. There's a lot of eyes. I think there's a peeping Tom in here.
What do you think's going on with
I
Todd
have
and 2Ds
no
right
idea.
now?
He's probably having a good time.
I'm
He's
sure
probably,
he's
found
probably
an
dead. We should
oasis.
just leave. We should just leave.
I think to myself, I should probably write a diary entry with hidden codes in it.
Right? If you're going to do it, write this down.
Okay.
You're not going to write it down. You don't even have anything to write it down with.
I have so many things to write.
Here, take this piece of paper that I have magically...
I have things
No, it
right
was in the
here.
briefcase.
The blood of chicken is sweet like wine.
Briefcase is locked. It's on the top of the
It
briefcase.
was on top of the briefcase.
I got it. I'm writing it down.
Why did you have the blood of the chicken?
Because that was another thing we did.
Okay. Take this. Okay. I don't want to hold it. 8, 5, 12, 16. I think is the only numbers on this. I think so. 85, 12, 16. All right, there's definitely not 85 letters. It's possible it's an 8 and a 5. Like separated. There's a chance.
Help.
Okay.
The code is help.
I probably could have figured that one out on my own, but all right.
It's a
I
weird
dial
combo for a
in help.
briefcase.
It pops open, and sitting on top of it, you see an old pistol from Leaf. But it's like a specially modified pistol. It's got its own source of power to it. It makes you think that if you were to look it up on a D&D Beyond sheet, it'd be a laser pistol.
No, there wasn't anything in here, Stan.
And you also see 3
I'm right next to you. I got out of my mech.
The sense of false power I have now is amazing.
There's
Like
also
with this rifle I have on my
God,
back.
Ricky's gonna shoot himself.
there's also 3 pieces of paper with things written on them.
Here, you deal with that.
Where you can see as document 1, 2, and 3 in the Discord chat from this morning.
Taking me right out of the...
I don't care what's new, Discord. I have documents to read.
You just shuffle them all over to Stan. Dan, on the other side,
Entity
you
14.
begin to hear
That's
like the spider legs kind of walking around you. You feel like they're above you, to the sides of
trying to figure
you.
out what's going on with Todd and 2Ds.
he's fine.
All right.
I cannot believe... So, did he just walk through
He
the
just
portal?
walked through the portal.
No.
Why would he
And
do
then-
that?
Son of a bitch.
You're lying,
That doesn't make any sense.
And
It
Dan,
doesn't make sense.
on the far wall,
Pushed me. Sabotage. I write in my journal entry. Sabotage.
on the far wall, straight across from you, probably about 100 feet away, the wall opens, but not like opens like to show a doorway.
like
It's
an-
2 eyelids opening, and a giant eyeball is staring down at you. And with that is a source of light that beams onto the room, showing you hundreds, no, thousands
Nay.
of the eyeball spider creatures all over the floors, the walls, and their walls are pulsating.
All right,
Why is everything
where's my
pulsating in
self-destruct
this?
button?
It's weird.
going through my manual.
It's in the manual.
It's got to be a self-destruct
Check
somewhere.
the manual.
All right, back with you two.
All
Do
possible
you think he
data.
knows to look in the manual for a self-destruct sequence?
Absolutely. Why would he need a self-destruct sequence?
Well, I mean, what if there's a giant monster on the other side of the
It's
wall?
he's
Or, hypothetically, hundreds, nay, thousands of tiny
Okay,
monsters.
Ricky, you're just speaking like a scaredy
I've
pants right now.
broken out in a cold
Yeah,
sweat
I
at
can
this
see you
point, yeah.
sweating.
No, I'm not telling you I'm breaking out in a cold sweat. I'm describing that I've broken out.
Yeah, no, I can. I'm
Okay.
telling you, I can see you
Okay,
sweating.
okay.
You're just overthinking.
We should leave him
things.
to die and go.
We have to solve this. I have to find Kevin.
Why are there so many word puzzles everywhere
I
we
don't
go?
know.
All right, that's fine.
But we
whatever.
have another one, and I'm
All
only
right.
on entry 1. There's my pen.
Oh, God, you dropped your pen.
All passable data for you achieved clearance. Entity 14 is a contained subject of the species commonly referred to as changeling. Now known as the designation, sorry. Miscreation, it was got a little wet. It looked weird. As of 1303...
I can see it.
Yeah. As of 1303 square marks, subject has prevented from changing from using contents redacted, appearing as a bipedal humanoid somewhat resembling a human. Good news, guys. They're living among us this whole time.
I pull out my laser pistol.
Not me.
It sounds like something a miscreation would say.
God damn it, Freaky. Who gave him a gun?
It's sweet, right? This is actually I'm sorry, go ahead.
Experiment log insufficient clearance. Scrawled in the margins. Why human? To imitate suggests a drive to communicate, either to mock us or to talk.
They're stupid. I took this form so I can
Also, the red letters spell the Yant Spear K.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yep.
Do you see this M12 vintage laser pistol?
I see it, Ricky. We
All
have
right.
2 more to read.
Hold on,
all
I'll
right?
read this one.
All right, I'll solve the puzzle in this one.
All right.
On the other side, while staying as still as possible, I'm going to use my divine sense to see if they're good or evil. Maybe they're just misunderstood.
Or like,
You get a non-hostile vibe from them, but you can't tell if they're good or evil.
A non-hostile vibe. Do I know if they're celestial, fiend, or undead?
You do not.
No, damn it. Okay. Well,
Stan, this document is about the Hydra defense system.
you don't say.
In 3 days, the Hydra defense system will activate across the city of London, protecting the jewel of the United Kingdom from the miscreation threat that has already swarmed across much of Europe. I don't think it worked.
Just a hunch.
Just a hunch. Until then, report any suspicious activity from loved ones. And I kind of like glance over at Stan.
We're not loved ones.
I know, but we're friends.
Okay.
And you're suspicious.
So you're pointing a pistol at me.
No, I'm
since
not.
you
It's
found
tucked
it.
into my belt gangsta style. They may be miscreations attempting to infiltrate us and prevent the launch of the Hydra defenses.
Yeah, we got.
They didn't spell defenses in the proper European way. I don't think this is an actual document. Millennium Laboratories thanks you for your patience and calm in these dire hours. That is nice of them.
It is very nice of them. Also, the red letters say failure
That's not good. Well, luckily, we still have one more document.
with no red letters. But the Millennium Sciences 40% redacted, 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 redacted.
You know,
redacted,
you don't have to say redacted every
redacted,
time.
redacted, 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 redacted. There's a lot of redacted here, Ricky.
Yeah, makes sense.
Theo Davis. Theo Davis.
So it's not Theo Davis, like somebody's name.
It might be still.
Something
I don't
called
know.
O. Davis.
You know, I'm telling you, it's spelled Theo Davis.
I
It wasn't
think
Theo
back
Davis,
on all my
Theo
language
Davis.
training.
Redacted, 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 redacted.
I'm glad I didn't get this one.
Inexcorable? I didn't do well in English. What's that word?
Inexorable? Inexorable.
Redacted, 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 redacted.
I was laughing too much.
Facility
Didn't do well in
destroyed,
English.
re-recommended, redacted, redacted. Research to assertion that the redacted level of redacted. Dr. Redacted's proposal for a redacted is approved. Though Millennial Sciences would like to remind staff that although our budget is unpredictably large, that it is only orbital redacted device we will be attempting.
Millennial Sciences is when you want the answer for free without doing any of the research.
We are the future of the human race, Millennial Sciences. Redacted.
Do you think there's a code in all the redactedness?
Probably, but I can't
Right?
see it because it's redacted.
And I fold that piece of paper up and I put it in my pocket. I fold them all up and put them in my
The Yant Spear K failure. That's what I got.
I still think we should leave and leave Todd with 2Ds
I
to his
know
death.
you should, but trust me, there's
Okay.
nothing bad on the other side of this wall.
He would have warned you.
Yeah. And definitely
Kevin
not
would have
pushed
called
you
already
through.
and let me know.
I forgot he was down here.
After you, Ricky.
I get back in my Mac. Like
Meanwhile, with
immediately.
you, the eyeballs begin to kind of form a circle shape around you.
Okay. As I'm there, I'm going to preset, thanks to my lucky manual here, my flares, but I will not activate them yet.
Smart, yes.
I open my comm
Page 452 on the
because clearly they see me here.
They're giant eyes.
I know.
It's kind of hard to not see you.
Maybe they can't see if you don't move. You never know.
They're dinosaurs.
And I speak out.
They're all T-Rex based.
The Todd with 2Ds is not here to harm you. I am simply passing through to go to the store. But I would love some companions, and I try to animal handling my way to get some of them on my team.
Roll animal handling.
Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, nat 20.
7.
Nat 7.
The giant eyeball on the back wall blinks.
Okay, I activate
this
my blinds on my
But at
neck
this time,
so
you
that the
notice
string
beneath the
my neck blinks.
I mean, we
back
do
at
have
him.
blinds. That is true.
Yes.
It's low light. It's for or highlight.
Page 637.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
page
It's
637.
so that when we
That's true,
activate
yeah.
our own flares, we don't
We need to
blind
write these
ourselves.
down, though. We have all this stuff. for
Beneath the
flares and
giant
blinds.
eyeball, you do see more of the
They're all
pulsating
camera
red wall, and you feel that yearning to enter that portion of it. Back with you two.
I go,
Well,
may I?
I gotta go see what's going on with Todd with 2Ds.
You're actually going to go through the wall.
By the way,
I-
you're still attached to the one.
I don't have a choice.
Stan, I don't think this is a good idea, all right? Todd's dead. Let's just go.
He's not
He
dead.
might be dead.
My leader instincts tell me he's fine on the other
your
side.
leader instincts told us to go through the pink wall.
and
And to
look at all
push
the
me through.
information we learned.
I don't know that, actually.
The Yant Spear K failure.
Why didn't you stop Todd from 2Ds from going further into the cave before we figured out what was going
know
on?
him. He has no control over his excitement.
You're right.
That
I
is
didn't
true.
have control.
That does sound like Todd. That's what I'm saying. Let's just leave. He's dead. He's dead. Let's just go. And I
It's-
try to go back to the other wall.
As you press against it, it attaches to your arm.
Oh. Look, I'm attached.
I gotta go save Todd. Good luck, Ricky. By yourself.
Well, I can go back out and I'll inform the general what's going on. I'll report in.
No.
Bring back.
You
Give me a
Really?
strength roll
I'll
if you're
bring
gonna try
back
to pull against
snacks.
it.
You really think the general's gonna be in our good graces right now?
Give me a
Maybe?
strength roll if you try to pull against it.
Oh, I'm good at that in my mech.
I'm not.
19?
As you pull back, it snaps like a rubber band back to the wall, freeing you.
It's okay. But I can still go back.
Let's go.
But
And I go
what
in.
if we just...
You remember the warmth of your bed. You remember that there's weapons and an armory and a rail cannon up there. You remember that they have weapons to fight.
I'll go back and get the general.
But then you also remember that one time that you hung out with your friend Todd with 2Ds and you had a great weekend and you have an uncontrollable urge to save
I
him.
probably do remember that, unfortunately.
I knew that weekend trip was a good idea.
You remember that today is Wednesday, and Wednesday is pizza night in the cafeteria.
I can't compete with
They
that.
have the old school square pizzas. From like school.
Ricky, I'm going. if I don't see you through here, I can't do much.
You'll be dead too.
You also think to yourself that if 2 people are missing, that's more pizza for Ricky.
All right, I'm gonna do an intimidation roll against him.
I do think that.
Get your ass through the wall now.
All right, but this is going in my report.
A 16 intimidation.
Now he's gonna roll well.
What do you roll? Is it wisdom?
I think wisdom. No, charisma. Charisma goes
Intimidation is
against
charisma,
intimidation.
Okay.
And I go through the wall.
As you guys pass through, you land on the other side with the weird tingling feeling over your body. And as you land, you see Todd standing there,
Hey, Todd!
encircled by spider crab monsters.
Don't move too quickly.
Are you okay?
Yes.
You tripped through the wall.
Don't. It's weird. That trip felt
I
very
always-
much
I-
like a forceful hand behind me. But you know what? You are my leader.
Todd, you're alive.
I am.
I
It's good
told
to see
you.
Do you remember that weekend trip?
I did. You know they have pizza on the ship?
Why didn't you bring me some?
I wanted to. Stan said no.
You know what? Stan, when we get out of here.
I don't know what you're talking about, Todd Tooties.
In front of you, Andy and I wanted to call you just Stan. So Andy and Stan. Ricky
My
and
name's
Stan.
Ricky.
Yeah.
I only respond to my character name. Thank you.
Okay. Ricky and Stan, you see a giant eyeball blinking as it looks down at you, and beneath it you feel the yearning to step through the wall. But all of these spider creatures are all around you looking at you, and every time the giant eyeball blinks, they all blink.
Did you try talking to it, Todd?
I did.
Did it work?
My hand hovers
No.
over the flare button.
Actually, it did. Do either of you speak Morse code?
Actually, yes. I studied it in our school.
Do you know what a single blink stands for?
I don't think so. I don't think it stands for anything.
I thought it stood for I am a friendly person.
Can I
You should
can
be
I
friends
see
with
if I
me.
realize what a single blink stands for? What would it be? Intelligence?
Yeah, let's do an intelligence roll.
Okay.
I don't think we have a Morse code.
12.
It's a blink.
He's blinking. That's
He's
all.
blinking? Okay.
I
Well,
think he wants to eat us.
so I've got 2
My hand
plans.
hovers
okay?
closer to the flare button.
I've got 2 plans.
Okay.
The first one, we shut our blinds, launch all our flares, and make a run for it while all the creatures are blinded. Or we try and tame some of the creatures like we saw in the cave paintings previously.
It didn't show us how to
What if we
tame
just
them,
walk
though.
forward?
Lead the way, leader.
They haven't attacked yet, right?
They
I
haven't
get
attacked yet.
a little
They
closer.
did surround me.
As you step forward, they step back an equal amount.
Ooh.
I keep walking.
They continue to form around you, creating a circle of eyeball monsters.
Guys, I
staring
think I'm
at
my
their
hand
god.
out. I lean down and I put my hand out for one of them to crawl in my hand.
My mech is going like when you see like a bug near you.
And I go, come on, he's okay. He's okay.
You do
doesn't
know
approach you.
It
It doesn't,
copies
okay,
your movements, right, Ricky?
I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the mech.
They're moving with you. Should we dance with the spiderlings? What
No.
if they talk and
What?
dance?
How did you even make that connection?
I'm just gonna head.
That's how you
No, I'm not
tame.
gonna throw the wall.
I
Everyone
keep going
knows
towards the
this.
wall.
As you move forward, a circle of the eyeball monsters continues to form around you. They seem afraid to approach you, but they seem curious.
Keep your
Guys,
hands over those flare buttons, boys.
I think I'm their god. I get closer and closer to the big eye.
As you continue to get closer, it does nothing but continue to blink at you.
By the way, did you guys happen to read any documents or tablets that I should
Oh,
know about
yeah.
before we continue?
No, it's not the time.
You
We read a few
Todd
things.
with 2 T's.
We opened a briefcase. For some reason, the
No,
code
it's not-
was help.
Are we really discussing this right now?
I'm their
They're not
god. They're
moving.
not attacking.
I'm like backing against the pink wall.
I was wondering if there was
It
anything
begins to attach to the
eye-related.
back of your
Oh god, guys! What happened?
Why did you touch the wall?
Because I don't like the eyeball monster.
It begins to form around you as you sink back through it,
Oh, God.
and you land back in the cave.
Well, I'm
Todd,
already
you could
here.
have came back this whole time.
I was being stared at and assessing the situation after I tripped. Nice one, Ricky. After I tripped through this wall very forcefully.
You need to be more careful where you're walking.
You know, my parents used to say that same thing.
I see, and you're blaming me.
Maybe it was me tripping.
So, Andy, you
I
roll
start
back into the
questioning.
previous room.
Oh, okay. Well, they're dead.
They want...
You remember pizza night is still happening tonight.
Somebody should report to the general. Somebody should definitely report to the general. What are you guys doing?
Back in there, you have them all around you, Houston.
Oh! See, this is why I wanted to go through the thing.
What?
The first document.
You did go through the thing.
The documents.
Oh.
Oh, he's reading the document.
I read one of them, and it says they want to speak.
Yeah, the Yant Spear K failure.
Except I only know how to speak with violence. That's not true. I speak with fear.
And violent.
All right.
Violent
Should I
fear.
try talking to them?
I tried, but you should too. Maybe I used
Hello,
the wrong-
giant eyeball man. What?
Don't assume it's gender. This is the future. We're progressive here.
Hello, giant eyeball.
Thank you.
There you go.
It blinks.
Do you know how to speak any form besides blinks?
It doesn't even blink.
Give it
Okay.
a code. One blink yes, two blinks no.
One blink yes, two blinks no?
Do you understand this form of communication?
It doesn't blink.
Maybe? That's. I think no blinks.
Right?
mean
No
maybe.
mean
Yeah.
no blinks means you're not gonna harm us and you want to be our friends, right?
It blinks.
Oh no!
Hey, that's yes.
To our standards, but is it to their standards?
know, you
Does my
phrase
mech
these
have
questions.
lights?
Yep.
I turn them on.
Write that down. On our list of things we have on our mix.
It's in our manual.
It's in the manual.
To get
I'm
a
just gonna
better
start
like
adding things
see
that are in the
what is
manual.
all around. If there's anything
You
besides
turn
an
the lights
eyeball.
on, you just see the eyeball, which now is blinking quite a bit to block from the lighting. And beneath it, you just see more of the pulsating wall that you have a yearning to walk into.
I have a real yearning to walk into this wall, Todd, with 2Ds.
Go for it. Go for it, leader.
Ricky
You show
Mori,
me
how are
how
you
to
doing
do
back
it.
there?
I've moved slightly across the thing. Just like, are they coming with me? Are they dead? Somebody should tell the general.
Did you see another one of my kind come through here?
The eyeball blinks.
I think it's yes.
I think so.
Are you friendly?
It doesn't blink.
That's a maybe.
Confused.
It's not a no.
Maybe there's no word for friendly in their language.
Ooh.
Do
Do you
you
want
come
to
in?
harm us?
It doesn't blink.
But what if that's maybe?
You know what? At least it's not a yes.
It blinks twice
Silver
when you guys are
linings.
discussing your own thing.
Oh,
What does two
Wait.
blinks mean?
what did we say that it said no
I
to?
don't know.
All right. On a scale of no blinks to 10 blinks, how much do you want to hurt us right now?
It doesn't blink.
Hey, that's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. I then go, do you even speak English?
It blinks 3 times.
You know what? There's our problem. Do you know Spanish?
No. Did
Any
I take,
other language?
Did I take alien
Ricky,
elective?
doesn't Ricky know Spanish? Where's Ricky? Ricky, we need your Spanish speaking abilities. I almost said skills and abilities. Skabilities. We need your skabilities.
I speak celestial. Are they celestial
Oh.
beings?
Yes, try. You know what? That's a good idea to speak the other languages in the game.
It blinks once.
Why did you ask it?
I don't know.
I just speak it. I don't understand it.
I just make sounds.
Okay.
Did we learn miscreation in school?
You know what? I heard they speak sign language.
By who?
This should be good.
And my mech goes into automatic sign language translation mode. Thank goodness.
That's not in the manual. That's not in.
Does yours not do that?
Not in the manual.
The commander put it in mind for this exact scenario.
Scrawled it in pen.
It's on page 732.
It's
Point
650 pages.
Oh. It's a 0.5 page.
650 pages.
Making notes with the manual.
We're making notes about what we put in the manual already. It's all canon now.
All right. I go. I
Do you know
friendly. No.
That's wildly offensive to anyone who knows.
The eyeball blinks.
Okay. All right. I look at him and I go,
You're in your mech.
sorry.
It imitates your blinking, but so does every eyeball around you.
All right. I start blinking. Oh, actually, hey, leader.
Yeah,
I got
Todd.
an idea.
It's probably no better than the ones I have.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
I'm going to close my eyes. They're going to copy me. You start moving.
Okay.
See if they follow you or if they even notice because they have their eyes closed. I close my eyes.
All of the eyeballs shut.
I start moving.
They continue to form a circle around you.
They have senses.
They have senses? Son of a bitch.
Extra sensory vision.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? Should we just go through?
Well, Ricky left us.
Yeah, I don't see him coming back anytime soon.
I really don't think we should leave Ricky.
I don't know. You guys kind of left me for a long time in here.
We were reading the documents. It's not my fault you tripped.
Oh my god.
Ricky's kind of like going back and forth a couple
All right,
times.
I'm just gonna poke my head through the wall we came through and go, Ricky.
You see it like the wall begin to form around the face of the chimera.
I
that kind
aim
of breaks
my
through it.
javelin at it.
And then you see the cockpit of Todd with 2Ds giving you a thumbs
Hey,
up.
Ricky.
What are you doing? I thought you were dead.
I was being friendly, giving you the thumbs up so you didn't shoot me off the gun. Come back in here. They're friendly-ish.
What?
Yeah, you heard me.
I
They're
think someone should
friendly-ish.
tell the general what's going on. Is it a general? Was it a general?
I don't
Colonel?
remember.
I don't
It's
know.
just your commander.
The commander. That's what I meant.
Is the commander a general? Does he work for the military?
I would assume he's got a rank.
But what if it's fake?
That's true.
What if this whole thing is a
My
lie?
God, Rick.
You know what? Let's talk about it on this side of the wall. And I try and persuade him to come through.
All right, I come back through. All right, you're gonna roll persuasion.
Yeah,
We'll see if you
whatever.
make me come back through.
All right, 13.
Doubtful.
Uh,
Against charisma? Nope. Yeah, you
Ah.
Okay, but pizza.
We'll get
All
pizza
right, so
later.
as you're back through, all of the eyeballs are still staring at you.
I
Still,
go through the new wall.
as you pass through the new wall, you pass through the energy barrier that the eyeball was overlooking, you feel a wash of panic come over you. Then, literally nothing. You look out and you swear that you see what appears to be a blue sky above you. Off in the distance, you see a beautiful lake in the middle of nowhere, and to the right of the lake, is what appears to be a temple, blocking any view beyond it. You continue to look around, amazed at the beauty of this landscape somehow behind this pink wall. But that's when you realize right beneath you is a lush green forest of pine trees. And then you realize that if you're seeing that beneath you, there's no ground. As the wall lets you go, you begin to plummet to the ground beneath you.
It's like cartoons. Once you realize there's no ground, you fall.
Yep.
Shit, what page was the parachute?
What happened to him?
You
I don't
realize
know.
through the scanning that you are 300 feet from the ground and it is approaching quickly.
Let's go get pizza.
I superhero land.
You're going for a superhero
No,
landing.
we definitely have parachutes. It's on page 4, or no, it's 325, I believe. Write that down.
Kevin's mech flew.
We didn't get that upgrade
In fact,
yet.
I'm pretty
No,
sure
but
we flew to that platform.
We definitely have parachutes.
I press the parachute button.
As you're attempting to figure out what's going on, you are now only 100 feet from the ground.
I find the parachute button and I press it.
Give me a roll for intelligence to see if you can know what that was, trying to read the manual as you were falling.
You guys
I-
really should have read the manual
Superhero
before we
land.
started.
Give me a strength and dexterity roll.
You guys definitely should have read the manual. We go up to the door and I go, all right, before we go through this, If
died.
there's a drop, we have a parachute.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, it's on page 325.
Thank you.
Okay, it's the
I
really
died.
big button that says parachute.
Big button.
Yeah.
Parachute.
There's a diagram, you see?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
It looks like that, but
Dead.
it's actual size.
What'd you get?
Dead.
Dead.
He got a nat 1 and a 4. That's a lot of damage, bro.
It is. But I'm gonna look real cool taking it.
That's
Wait,
like a
aren't
D6
you-
per 10 feet.
Aren't you a monk? Don't they get?
Yeah, don't you have something that you can stop it? Some monk ability. It's like
I know
it's
my old one
supposed to be
had
like
it.
a feather fall. Kind
Yeah.
Of deal.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, I do. I have slow fall.
There it is, yeah.
I use my redaction to reduce my falling damage
He's
by
redacting
20.
his character.
By 20?
So I guess 200 because we would times by 10.
That's true.
True. But your total damage is 100.
So no damage.
So I superhero land like a champ.
like a boss.
I'll give it to you.
Remember the parachute button just in
But
case.
as you
there's a
do
fall.
the landing, you feel your legs buckle and you hear hissing as something breaks.
Oh, that's not good. I hope there's a repair kit in here. Ricky will know. He read the manual.
I go through the wall.
Once
noise it
again,
makes.
exact same description. And then as the
All
wall
right,
lets
hey,
you
Ricky,
go, you begin
I
to
could have
fall.
found the parachute
Ah,
button.
And a parachute ejects out of the back.
I landed like
And
a
I go-
badass, just so you know.
And your parachute perfectly allows you to land carefully next to
I immediately look up, check canopy, gain canopy control. I've parachuted before. And I just kind of work my way down.
All right,
bad.
I
I'm good at
start
this. It's all
going towards
technical
the
deal.
wall as well. Before I leave, I go, "Sorry for entering your abode. If you see me again in
said
the future, if you see me again in the future, remember I am a friendly and we should work together. Blinkety blink blink. Thank you." And I go out.
And they respond with blinkety blink blink.
Oh, they got it. Remember that. Write that down. Blinkety blink blink.
Write that
I
down.
feel like that's racist.
Write that down.
Blinkety blink.
Yeah,
blink.
don't get it wrong. We don't want to screw it up. Like blink, blinkety blink.
Yeah. And then I go through and I go, "That's a parachute. I've prepared for this," as it goes off.
As your parachute goes over, you feel a gust of wind come through, catching you, and you begin to lose control.
Cut it and make a superhero landing.
I'll see you guys next time.
As I just gently land.
You gently land on the ground next to him. You see like fluids and stuff coming out of the hydraulics of his legs.
Stan, that's not good.
It's fine.
No, there's a repair kit underneath your chair.
Give me a dexterity roll to see if you can control your parachute.
17.
17. You gain control of it temporarily, and you begin to drift downwards again.
No, this is all thanks to Ricky's instructions.
But then a
and
gust of
reminding
wind
me
comes
to
through and
go,
picks you
"Oh,
up.
shit!"
That happens too. It sucks. Trust me. You're like, I'm coming to come
Give me
up.
another dexterity roll.
Oh, God.
Been
It's
there.
a 13. Oh,
13.
Yeah,
You
you're
don't seem to
probably
be
gonna
gaining
break your
control
Hold on.
as you begin to become floating into the lush forest of pine trees.
Oh,
and you
yeah.
feel like you're going to be hitting a
A
tree.
tree landing
Oh,
is
no.
not fun.
As you take
I've never done it, but I've had to help people out of trees before. Not a good time.
a total of
Wait,
32.
He's trying to times. We're gonna be here
Oh,
in a minute.
no.
And you're dangling from the tree with your nylon cords holding your chimera up. In front of him, you guys see just he hits the tree, dangles.
Ooh.
Little help.
That's probably
Should have
not
done a superhero landing.
Little help. Little help here.
I got a feeling the tree would probably collapse under the weight of the
Oh,
man.
God. What's that sound? Oh, God. Okay. Oh, shit.
That's when you realize
It's not a tree. It's not a tree.
it is a tree.
Just kidding. Just kidding. The eyeballs, they got me.
I was the scared one. What is he doing?
That's never been right.
I am scared of heights when I'm stuck in trees, okay? It's
The
a very
tree is
specific
so big,
phobia.
the chimeras look like a humanoid, normal-sized person in comparison
It's
to
a big tree. That doesn't follow any of the topography of Northern America.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Oh.
Was that ever a question? When did we ever think we were in Kansas?
Yesterday.
Kansas is landlocked. We were
guys.
at an ocean.
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay.
Guys. What's up? Help. I'm still swinging.
I aim my javelin. I got you.
Oh, this isn't
Give me a
gonna be-
roll.
Isn't gonna be good. Oh man.
That one.
Oh, thank goodness. That was almost a 2, I think.
27.
27.
Or 25, sorry.
You clip, and that's when you realize you're still 50 feet off the ground as
All
you begin
good.
to tumble.
Secondary parachute.
Tuck and roll. We don't have secondary
Oh,
patience.
God.
Tuck and roll.
Where'd that one go?
Oh,
Remember,
doesn't
bend
matter.
the knees. But not too much. Just right.
You take another
You got a PLF. Parachute landing.
28
fall.
damage.
Ugh.
God, that's not good. You guys are getting effed up.
I'm fine. I just can't walk.
You know, I'm not too bad, actually.
You're going to move at half speed while your hydraulics are working?
you suck.
Oh, so I move at your guys' speed now.
Would you guys say that we've got time to take an 8-hour nap?
I
Well,
don't-
I'm going to have to repair his hydraulics with the repair kit. It keeps underneath his seat. Write that down. Due to... It's in your manual, goddammit.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I forgot about
you guys
that.
cover
that
me while I
whenever
repair
we
the
have to
hydraulics
repair,
as
it's
best I
at least
can.
an 8-hour maintenance
Yeah.
time, even though it's an auto repair, so you don't have to stay awake during it. is
No,
what
no,
I
it's-
remember
no,
I'm
reading.
gonna need for the immersion, Andy.
Yes.
I'm gonna need you to write a 650-page manual for next week.
Okay.
I'm going to laugh when he shows up. It's just 650 pages blank. He's just... but he wrote on
Each page has one thing on it.
No, on the pages you said, there's something written.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all it
And then
is.
we fill it in as we
It's
go.
it's like one of those books that only once you speak
Yeah,
it does
yeah,
it fill
yeah,
it
yeah.
in. Luckily, you've got it memorized.
Yeah,
so
obviously.
we're-
Give me a perception roll, Andy. Since you're the only one who's not injured at the moment.
I'm not injured. I'm just
15.
I'm just
You see giant trees. We're talking each tree ranges almost 200 feet tall.
Are we in California? In the Redwoods?
hurt. I think so.
This is a weird portal.
You get your readings on your chimera are pulling in fresh air, natural sunlight. pH levels look normal.
It's nice.
You feel the air here is the nicest you have ever breathed in your life. You get a euphoric high from it.
I breathe. Dude, I am high AF right now. You don't even know. I'm gonna totally fix that hydraulics though. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fine.
And that's when you hear off in the distance rustling trees, and it sounds like something is pushing them aside.
Shade down. Fix your own damn hydraulics. We should go. Except we gotta fix your hydraulics.
You know what?
I can
Just in
still move.
case,
All right, we'll go.
I'm going to divine sense and detect good and evil.
You get a odd sense of something in front of you that wants to create a lot of destruction.
I start speaking.
But it doesn't feel like it's good or evil.
But Ricky's to the left of me.
I start speaking celestial
God.
again.
Leader, hold on. Let me tell
I love it
you.
when he speaks celestial.
I do too. It's a little too good, but just for the moment, let me describe to you what I just detected. It was what he said.
I'm like out of the mech and like meching on the
There's
hydraulics at this
something
point.
that's hell bent on destruction, but it's neither good nor evil.
Ricky's right here, though.
I know, but it was in that direction.
What are you guys talking about? I don't have my comms on.
Ricky, you're not even touching the mech at this point. You're on a tree, man.
should-
How much air have you
I'm
breathed?
making a split. This isn't. This isn't the mech. I don't even have a wrench in my hand.
Ricky, get in your mech.
It's a stick. What?
Get in the mech.
Okay. I start climbing the tree.
That is the tree.
What?
I put my hand down for Ricky. Get in my
I
hand.
come over, high five it. I'm gonna get in my mech now. And I get back in my mech.
Natural air that is being stored in your chimera begins to pump in, and you begin to feel normalish
It's
again.
still great as hell in here. Oh wait, no, I'm scared. Oh man.
Are you back with us, Ricky?
Going that
Yeah.
way.
Okay.
Away from the giant runny thing.
What?
Maybe.
The rustling.
The rustling is in the direction of the temple,
Oh.
which is blocking your view of anything else out here.
Did he say there was a temple?
Yes.
I
When I fell in.
Oh, I missed
When
that.
you guys
Sorry.
fell in, I just said what I said to him.
Yeah, sorry.
was too focused on blinkety blink.
Right. He's being racist. Towards
Maybe
the
I
blinkies.
should blink at this creature.
I started heading towards
Well, the
temple.
temple's the only thing we can go towards.
Glunk, glunk,
So let's meet it head on.
glunk, glunk.
Okay, but let's use the trees as cover since they're massive and just in case.
As you guys walk through
good
the
plan, I'm
trees,
stealing it.
and you begin to move towards the rustling sound and the noises, you enter into a giant field of sunflowers.
Well, shit, now there's sunflowers.
The field itself is like
not seen
100 feet across.
How did we not see this?
Give me a perception roll. All of you.
6.
You see sunflowers.
Four.
Three.
high.
You guys see sunflowers.
We're fine. Keep going.
This is feeling pretty good. I'm feeling safe.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
The sunflowers, every time you step on them, you hear something.
Right here.
Did you hear that?
You can't quite make it out. It just sounds like,
You know what?
There's a bunch of little people.
Are they?
in this field.
Are these sunflowers alive? Like
I
people
try to look
alive?
again to see
Like,
if
I
see
reach
anything.
out and grasp a sunflower and bring it real close to the cockpit. Because I'm the intelligent one.
3.
so as you bring it in close, you see in the center of the sunflower is an eyeball again.
Oh my gosh!
God, so many things are looking at us.
Blankety blank blank.
I blinkety blink blink at it.
It blinkety blink blinks back.
No.
What does that mean, Todd?
I know. It means that we're on the same side.
I don't think that you have no basis for
I
that.
do. That's what blinkety blink blink means in
I
like
let it go.
every language.
It snaps back to its location and kind of like absorbs itself into the ground.
That was weird. We should leave. Stop stepping on them. They're alive. Apparently. Impossibly evil. But I don't know. I don't have no basis for that.
I keep going forward.
As you go forward, nothing happens.
Oh, all right. We're good.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
fine.
we're fine.
As you go forward, you begin to feel you're getting more sluggish.
I told you that you needed to fix the hydraulics.
It's fine.
And you look down to see the sunflowers are attaching to the bottom of your chimera.
Ooh.
Are they warning us not to go forward?
Ask him.
Are you warning us not to go forward? They're not talking.
Okay. Good to know.
They're not talking.
Are they grasping at me as well?
Every time you guys get deeper into the sunflower fields,
I don't like
they
this.
feel like they're attaching to the base of the chimera.
I go that way.
I reach out and pull out my battle axe.
Wait a second.
Oh, this
Last
should be good.
time we fused our chimeras. What if we just rolled around in it and they became part of our chimeras?
I mean, you're not wrong for once, Todd, with
He's
2Ds.
wrong. No,
Like
he's
maybe
wrong.
it's
That's
slow
wrong.
because it's trying to do the transformation, but if we like assist it,
Give it a roll.
what would I roll for that?
To roll in the grass?
I'll let you just do it.
It's just, I don't think you have to roll to roll.
You know, I'm gonna just put my hand in the grass and go.
They begin to attach to your hand, making it difficult to pull your hand out.
Yep. It's just that wall all over again.
Give me a strength roll.
But he made the
Net
noise.
20.
You pull away from the sunflowers, no problem.
Eh.
A yuck.
Gross.
Is there
Right.
forest?
There's forest on the other side and around it. You've literally
Yeah,
stepped
I'm
into a field.
I'm going to go to the forest side.
I
Give me a
jump.
strength roll, see if you can break free from your sunflowers.
I break free. I say so.
I jump on his shoulders so I don't have to do saving.
10.
As you attempt to break free with your legs, you feel yourself stumbling forward and your hand gets attached as your chimera falls to the ground.
I kind of want to see what happens now.
I do too, actually.
Well, I would take out my sword and start cutting away at it.
Give me an attack roll.
I mean, it's better than what I have for everything else. But,
You should try to punch them.
15.
You begin to slice away, freeing your hand from everything. And every time you slice through them, you just hear distantly, like it's outside of your cockpit, squeak.
They're fine.
We
And I head towards the forest.
All right, as you push through the sunflower, slicing and dicing as you go.
I just
What
follow
do you
in
two
the
do?
path.
You're just following behind
Yeah,
him?
there's
following
the
behind him, yeah.
path of destruction. We don't have to do rolls.
Yeah, they're fine.
Okay. You guys all make your way to the next location, passing through the forest. You end up coming out to a small clearing. In the middle of the clearing,
How did we not see any of this when we fell?
because the forest is so thick.
That's what they all say.
The forest is
The forest was so thick we didn't see a giant field
Nope.
or a clearing.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
super thick forest.
real thick up to that part where it would be clear.
Sometimes I hate my players.
It's not our fault your descriptions don't make any sense sometimes, and we call you on it.
You see in the middle of it a miscreation in the middle of the field.
This field looks very much like that room earlier.
It is weird, right?
Yeah.
There's a pink
The
one.
miscreation appears to have been shot through the center, like a hole.
Todd.
That's my brother.
And it looks like it was attempting to split into two. And it's still moving and kind of gyrating
I stab it in the head.
as it's trying to split into two. But whatever shot it through the middle is creating like a glowing red aura around it, preventing it from pulling it apart.
That's awesome.
I need that power.
Yeah.
I stab it in the head to put it out of its misery.
As you stab it on the outside of your cockpit, you hear squee.
Why
He's
are they so
dead.
weirdly sounding here?
I don't know, but they're dead.
I do believe squeeze are the universal sound of
Is it
death.
one squee for yes or two squees for no? Squeedy squee
Let's
squee.
find out. Does squee mean dying? I only heard one. I
Yeah.
only heard one squee.
As you guys continue to push past the attempting to split miscreation.
It's dead now. I put it out of its
Right,
misery.
right. The now dead attempting to split creation.
Didn't the other miscreations fuse with our suits?
Yeah.
Can we fuse with the part of this
Todd,
suit?
stop trying to
So,
roll
hold
in
on.
the entrails of everything we run across.
I'm curious if we can somehow fuse so that we can get this ability to prevent them from splitting again.
I don't think this
I think
was
it's
the
a weapon we
miscreation.
need.
I want to use my investigation skills to see if I can identify the whatever this is. 14.
You recognize the miscreation itself as the same formation as you guys met on the top of the oil rig. It's got
like
the
the oil
poisonous,
rig one.
venomous tail, and it's got the usual claws, and it's got the blunted out head.
It's got like the same model and everything.
The marks that are causing it,
2017 miscreation.
the marks that are causing
painted
it to
beautifully.
split, you get a feeling that they are a man-made weapon.
They look man-made. If I were to say people-made, person-made.
But as you're investigating it, you do have this
human-made.
desire to consume it.
But I have this overwhelming desire. And as I'm saying this, I'm like, me or my suit?
You and your suit.
You
guys
know
are-
what? I'm diving in, guys. And I start like
he doing?
grabbing it, and I'm like, I don't even know how to eat with this.
happened?
I don't know.
We're gonna have to put down Todd with
But I'm gonna like hold the piece of miscreation with the man-made thing on it. I'm gonna go.
Why is he washing his hands?
And now I can punch holes in miscreations without them splitting up. So if I rip one in half, it dies.
That doesn't track at all.
You know what I like? Dan gives him self powers.
track at all. Todd with 2D.
I wasn't told no, so.
No.
Oh. Did you hear that? No.
I did actually.
Like
That's
a
us.
godlike being just told you no.
Oh shit. Okay. Well,
That doesn't track. Why would you think
I'm just gonna crush the rest into like a pouch.
What are you doing?
I've got my pouch of miscreation. Maybe the scientists
You both
later will
feel this weird desire to consume what you see in front of you.
don't.
I keep moving forward. I resist the urge.
I'm not satisfied. Where's that pizza?
As you guys enter into the next clearing, you see the trees are charred. And everywhere where the trees are charred appears to be some kind of like liquid substance coming out of it. You swear it'd be blood, but it's not red.
Maple syrup?
And beyond that, you see the steps to the temple.
A temple to
I'm gonna
maple
try
syrup?
something. Hold on.
Okay.
Does
Kevin? Kevin?
Stan!
Where the hell are you?
Why didn't we think to call Kevin before?
I don't know. It just came to me.
I don't know. I even mentioned him too.
I'm in the temple.
Of course you
I'm
are.
not gonna make it, buddy.
Of course you're not.
You still suck.
You suck more. We'll
I
see
mean,
in
no
a
big
few.
loss. Although he was the best pilot. Imagine we were on his team.
I know, right? Way better leader. Probably doesn't push people through portals or anything.
Wait, he pushed me to the portal?
How long have you been there? I know, right? How long?
I got here like an hour ago.
Okay, this isn't a time-displaced place. Don't worry.
Well, we're on our way. Don't die until I can punch you in the
Did you guys
face.
follow me in? What took you so long?
We had to talk to some eyeballs.
Did you see them?
You didn't just walk through?
It was, they're giant eyes.
I mean, I tried to leave, to be
I
honest.
feel like you spent an unnatural amount of time trying to figure out.
I can also agree with that,
I
actually.
feel like you should save your
Mostly
strength and
Andy,
shut the
not-
hell up. We'll see you soon,
think
Kevin.
Mostly
Don't
Andy
die
agrees
before I
with
can punch
Kevin
you in
on
the
this
face.
one,
This is why I'm better than you. I figured it
Yeah.
out faster.
I do
going
feel
to-
like we
and you're
spent way
currently
too much
dying.
time trying
Ricky,
to speak with
shut
you.
up. I'm
This
talking
isn't Ricky,
to Kevin.
this is Andy, but that's fine.
We did spend too much
I
time
know,
together.
I agree.
I thought there was more to it.
I was going to leave you all behind for pizza, but whatever. It's fine, you guys are
Okay, what? I'm gonna
You
look.
guys spent like an hour in that room.
You know what?
Shut your
Yeah, it was
whore
like
mouth.
30
At
it
least
was like
we didn't
36
get
minutes.
death
But
to the temple. All right. Anyway,
death to the temple.
you heard me.
Todd, did you forget how to speak English?
My filter system's not on. The air from outside's getting
You're
in.
high right now,
Yeah,
buddy.
that's my problem.
It's still here.
What is?
Guys, all right, it's obvious Kevin is dead. So what if we try to find a way out of here and go tell the commander
Or we
what
get
happened?
his cooler mech than ours.
I mean, my
His
mech's
could
pretty
fly.
cool.
His could fly.
Mine's got like tons of armor on it though, and
Well,
like
all right.
super.
While
lot
they're
of life.
talking, I want to see whether or not this blood-like substance looks like the
Blood.
thing that was
taste it from maple
on
syrup.
the whole of the alien's chest.
Oh no.
No, it doesn't.
No, it does
Okay.
not. It's different glowing colors. We have neon green
One's
coming
more
out
of
of
a-
the
I mean, you
trees.
never know.
One more of
maybe-
an amber maple syrupy kind of thing.
Ricky
was
tastes it.
processed.
It's maple syrup.
Ooh.
Bottle some, just in case. There we go.
Squeak. We go to the temple.
Let's do it.
As you guys rise to the top of the steps of the temple, in front of you, you see what appears to be just like an interior with a statue sitting in the middle. The statue itself looks to be humanoid in nature,
Looks like
but
me.
also alien at the same time.
Yep, definitely me.
At the base of the statue, you see Kevin's chimera. Its arms have been torn off. One of its legs have been torn off.
That's probably not good.
Ooh, I'm gonna cover
The
that
repair
before we-
kit is
throw-
not going to cover this. You need like this is like a level 3 repair. Easily, that's the mechanics. We're not going to be able to fix that.
His warranty's definitely voided.
You see both of his guns thrown to the side and a laser sword thrown to the opposite end of the room.
Dibs.
And standing over him, you see another miscreation with claws that are at least 15 feet long, just stabbing him in the center and in the cockpit over and over as he is screaming in pain over the comms to you.
Wait, he's in the cockpit of the thing we're looking at? He's in the machine?
Yeah, he's in his chimera.
I wasn't sure if he had been taken out.
I pick up his gun
Held
and
prisoner.
fire.
And we'll get back to that next week.
Tune in next week, same place.
Which we could have done this week if we didn't spend so much time in the Blinky room.
Hey, you know what? In my defense, there was also a lot of time spent deciding whether or not to go back for pizza.
Yeah, while you were in the Blinky room.
We never did get that pizza.
I kind of want some pizza right now.
I actually
Not gonna lie,
do,
yeah.
so yeah. We talked
We'll
too
get
much
pizza on the way
about
out of
it.
here. But thank you guys so much for joining us for today's episode of Miscreation right here at Dungeons and Ale. I hope you guys are enjoying this campaign. We haven't had a blast making it. I tried to make today as weird as possible. Was it weird? Sufficiently weird, Huey?
No.
Okay.
I wasn't weird enough. You could have gone weirder.
I really wanted one
Yeah.
of those eyeballs as a pet.
I know you did.
I was so excited.
But there's plenty more where that came from.
You know what? I'll try an animal
Eyeballs?
handling everything.
Animal handling everything?
Yes.
Kevin.
Can we save Kevin with animal handling? Tune in next week to find out.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you want to make sure you don't miss an episode of Miscreation, we're trying to bring this out on a weekly basis right here at the new channel. Just make sure you hit the bell, turn on notifications, and you will continue to see it. The overall goal is to keep these campaigns between 8 to 12 episodes so that you can watch them, enjoy them, and join our new ones as they continue to start up. Also, let us know what you think about the ale portion of Dungeons & Ale, where Andy and I teach you how to do drinks and what we drink here on the set and what we drink during the shows. And we'll do some explaining beers, ales, lagers, things like that.
What about grog?
We'll do grog and mead.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do both of those. Yeah. You know what grog is, right?
No.
Okay, you're not going to.
Well, we have a military version of grog.
Yeah.
There's probably a different version of grog.
No, we're doing the military version.
So we're putting a boot in there? I like it.
Can we do the prison version?
I get messed up on some grog.
We're also going to bring prison wine
That's prison
to
wine.
stand.
Yeah, that's not grog.
Same thing.
Yeah.
It's like he had when he was growing up.
Anyway, guys, I
Prison
hope you
wine.
enjoyed. Thank you so much for your support. It's really been a motivator for us to get this channel up and moving. I don't know when this is coming out, but you're also going to have the Silverton campaign coming out, and we're going to be getting started on the other ones very soon. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Blankety blank.